Hey, if you enjoy the stories on my channel, please consider subscribing. Your support means the world and keeps me motivated to create more content. Thank you. Now, let me tell you about what happened that night. I told my husband I was going out with friends, but fate had other plans. He was at the same restaurant. The moment our eyes met across the room, it felt like the ground had shifted beneath me. I froze mid-bite, my fork hovering in the air. My husband, my loyal, loving husband, was just 20 feet away, staring at me with a look I'll never forget. Shock, pain, and something colder, realization. I had lied. Before you judge, let me explain how I ended up in this humiliating trap I set for myself. My name is Evelyn, and until that night, I thought I had everything under control. My marriage to Nathan had been safe and predictable. 7 years together, 5 married. We had routines, a mortgage, 2 golden retrievers. But somewhere along the way, the spark faded. We stopped being lovers and became roommates with shared bills and polite goodnights. Then came Eric. New at my office, confident, magnetic, with a reckless charm that drew me in without me noticing. He noticed the small things Nathan hadn't in years. My haircut, the way I added cinnamon to coffee, the shade of my nails. I didn't plan to cheat. I didn't even realize it was happening at first. Innocent conversations at the copier turned into flirty Slack messages, which became long lunches. Then one Friday night, I didn't go home. I told myself it was a mistake. I'd end it, but I didn't. I started having more girls' nights, and Nathan never questioned it. That made lying easier, too easy, until last Saturday. Eric had made a reservation at a quiet Mediterranean restaurant downtown. It wasn't our usual spot, which gave me a false sense of safety. I even joked that we were being reckless, and he smirked. Maybe I want to get caught. I should have listened. Instead, I laughed and lied to Nathan. I'm going to Claire's. I texted, my best friend, my alibi. She had covered for me before, but this time she was out of town. Spa night. Might stay over. I added. He texted back, have fun. Love you. That hit harder than I expected. At the restaurant with Eric, I felt bold, attractive. A silk blouse Nathan hadn't complimented in months. For the first time in ages, I felt like a woman again, not just a wife. We sat in a quiet corner, or so I thought. About an hour in, after appetizers, I heard a laugh that made my stomach flip. It was Nathan's. I would have recognized it anywhere. My body stiffened, knowing what was coming. And there he was, standing by the hostess, scanning the room. I ducked. What's wrong? Eric whispered. My husband. I choked. He's here. He blinked. Are you serious? Let's go. Too late. Something betrayed me. Panic on my face, fate, or both. As I reached for my purse, Nathan's eyes found mine. Everything froze. He didn't yell, didn't storm over. He just stared, and I watched as his expression shifted from confusion to understanding, then to devastation. The light went out in his eyes. I'm so sorry, I whispered. He turned and walked away. I ran after him, forgetting Eric, forgetting my coat. Nathan, I called, pushing through the crowd. Outside, cold air hit me, but he just stood by his car, jaw clenched, breathing in the winter night. Please, let me explain. I begged. He didn't look at me. Explain what? That you're not with Claire? That you're sleeping with a co-worker while I shop and walk the dogs? I flinched. It wasn't supposed to be like this, I murmured. He turned, eyes full of betrayal. How long? I hesitated. Mistake number 1. 3 months, I said. It's not 3 months, he said bitterly. And you look me in the face every day, slept beside me, told me you love me. I do love you, I whispered. Don't, he said. Silence stretched, sharp and unbearable. How many people knew? He asked. I couldn't answer. Claire knew. Probably a few co-workers suspected. I had turned our marriage into a secret everyone was in on but him. You made me a joke, he said. I cried harder than ever. I didn't mean to hurt you. I was just lost. We were lost. So instead of talking, you lied. I thought you didn't care anymore. You know what's funny? he continued. I came here tonight to surprise you. I was picking up takeout from your favorite place, swinging by Claire's to drop it off. I wanted to show you I still cared. I covered my mouth, sobbing, "Oh my God!" "Yeah," he said quietly. Guess I was the only one trying. He got into his car. "Nathan, please don't go." I called, but the door closed. Just like that, he was gone. I stood on the sidewalk, shaking, while strangers passed by. Curious. I didn't care. I had destroyed the one thing that ever felt solid. That night, I didn't go to Eric. I went home alone, sitting among the ghosts of our life. The flannel shirt on the chair, the empty dog bed, our honeymoon picture smiling, pretending. I texted him, called, left voicemails. No reply. Weeks passed. Then a manila envelope in the mailbox. Divorce papers. No note. Cold finality. That's when I knew he wasn't coming back. Claire cut me off. Eric tried once. I blocked him. I wanted to rewind time, but I can't. One lie to escape the dull ache of routine, and I lost everything that felt safe. I'm more a man who loved me enough to forgive boredom, but not betrayal. And I still see his face whenever I close my eyes, the exact moment he realized who I truly was.